But joining us now is a special guest, Mr. Dixon Emmanuel, South Saharan Development Organization, and of course, a cyber security expert, as he tells us how we can avoid getting duped, scammed, or should we say totally embarrassed this festive season as a result of these scammers who are currently out to ensure that people don't have a festive season. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, so we didn't get it clearly. What's your role at South Saharan Development Organization?
Yeah, I'm the IT officer.
IT
and I'm
officer,
also
all right.
a cybersecurity expert there.
Great, great. So what is it with, cybercrime and the festive season like Christmas?
I think we're in the peak of festive season currently, and there are so many engagements and so many tactics that makes people fall prey to cybercrime. It's Christmas season. People want to order decorative materials. People want to secure 2025. Want to buy a couple of courses. Want to get new jobs. So over time, we've been having a lot of browsing history that has accumulated over time. So it's now that it's the end of the year, when you're reflecting on what you have done throughout the previous year, you have a lot of people that you want to get a job. You can see so many job offers. I think yesterday to this morning, I received over 5 to 7 emails telling me about a new job offer that wants to start in January. Beginning of a year, good handsome pay. And if I also want to order a Christmas tree in my house, these are times that I've seen my history. Let's say on the first, second, third, I browsed about ordering decorative materials in my house. These are avenues. Your browsing history is out there, and a whole lot of people want to capitalize on that to actually make you make false payments to come out of it. So this is a really good season for us to be cautious about that.
Can you just give us a detailed way on some type of cyber crimes, being targeted to consumers at this point in time, like how they construct those mails, because apparently when you see it, this is very suspicious.
And right before that, because it's a very important question that you've asked, we saw on the news this morning that EFCC has apprehended a total number of 792 suspects over cryptocurrency investment fraud, romance scam, and other related offenses. So it now makes us want to ask, what exactly counts as cyber crime?
Funny enough, there are a lot of white people involved in that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So go on. What counts as cybercrime?
Especially in Nigeria here, I think 90% of the deals you see really online, most of them are fraudulent. Because there are people that are out there with their day job just to put you in the trap and try to capitalize on the issue you have. So talking about the festive season, we have sites, e-commerce sites especially. Everybody wants to make money this period. Even if you've been working January to November, it's Christmas season, you're going to see your family. You really want to do a couple of things for them at home. You really want to take them out. You want to spend on them this season. So you're going to see, even if you don't have enough money, you want to do things that look expensive but are cheap. So those offers are things they capitalize on. I could see this and say, I'm selling for $1 on a particular e-commerce website, and then I've seen your history, I've seen your browsing history over time, and then I know how to target ads to you. I know how to target emails to you, to things you may really want to get for your family, things that really concern you. And for the fact that you want to save money this festive season, and for the fact you want to impress people this Christmas season, you definitely want to fall prey to it. So it's one of the tactics we see currently happening around time. If you go on social media, there are so many advertisements that portray Christmas. It's the season. And if you're a working boy out there, you probably have this in your mind that, I need to capitalize on this as little as this.
All right. So just conceptually, how would you define or describe cybercrime and cybersecurity? One would want to know if romance scams actually fall under cybercrime.
Yeah, it falls under cybercrime. Romance scam falls under cybercrime. You have things like sextortion going on. I think over last week, we were together, we had a workshop on sensitization with South Saharan, Spaces for Change, and the Nigerian Police Force Cybercrime Center. And we got reports of sextortion activities really on the increase, even for teenagers. I think a lot of teenagers right now, they're just in that peak of trying to fall in love and get somebody that really likes you and then capitalize on it. So cybercrime is just basically any crime that happens in cyberspace. A whole lot of them. They can be as little as it is. As little as sending airtime to somebody is a cybercrime, if that person is fraudulent. And cybersecurity puts together is those measures you put to avoid those just trying to secure your space. Even as an individual using a phone, there are things you can do to actually keep yourself safe.
So how do you start for us to try to mitigate, people being vulnerable to fall for this prey all the time? How do you start to mitigate all that?
I think the first step is awareness. If you don't know, you can't really put yourself in that position not to fall prey. So it's to be aware that things like this are really ongoing. And then if you have really tech-savvy people around you, see also share the idea with them and let them know. Most times you see juicy offers online, you don't really have to take that step alone with you. Share someone that's tech-savvy, let's see. You may be trying to buy something from Jumia.com and somebody is sending you something from Jumia's S. That's not the domain, that's not their e-commerce website. So it's part of the things you really have to look out.
Yeah, so people don't actually pay attention to those addresses and all that, right? So you, as you say, Jumia.com, and apparently somebody sending you Jumia something else, right? And boom, you're actually falling for that, right? How do you, start paying attention and having your subconsciously knowing that, oh, I just saw something like it doesn't look like what I used to visit before? Because apparently you'd be like, oh, I trust even my card, everything I registered on it, boom, you're seeing yourself paying somebody else and not for your goods.
Okay, I think one of the things technology has helped us to this time, there's what it calls SSL, or security website. When you want to make purchases that involves your credit card, at least make sure the site has an SSL and it's authenticated for you to make those payments. I think there are some browsers these days that will tell you, that will give you warning about the site and actually if you really want to proceed. So if you really want to make a purchase on those kind of sites and your browser on its own that is not really as intelligent as you are is asking you, do you want to proceed with something like this, and it's trying to redirect it to another page, you really have to think twice before you make those kind of payments. So things like that, you really have to be on the lookout for them.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning, Mr. Dixon Emmanuel. It was a pleasure having you. And we hope to have continuous engagements about contemporary issues like this. Very important, such as cybercrime and cybersecurity. Thank you for raising awareness, which, like you said, is the first step. Thank you.
Thanks very much.